society doesn't let you be evil. Oh sure, there's nothing to prevent you from developing a Dracula laugh in front of the mirror, or from wearing a monocle to the store, but the moment you put any of your dastardly schemes into action, you suddenly learn that that sort of thing is frowned upon. Better to funnel that side of yourself into video games, which will happily serve your villainous instincts without judgment, although they might make you live with the consequences. Why not grab a Yeti GX mic so you can perfectly record your evil laugh, and let's have a look at these 8 games that let you be evil. There have been moral choices in BioWare games since the very first Baldur's Gate, but Knights of the Old Republic goes further, allowing you to lean into the dark side and see those decisions reflected in your character. Perhaps you'll poison the water supply, or force someone to murder their best friend. If you do, you'll find that dark side powers come more easily to you. It'll be a cinch to force choke an enemy at a distance, or drive them temporarily insane. Just don't be surprised if it shows on your avatar. Commit enough wrongs and your skin will be as cracked and grey as the surface of the moon. That's no moon, you'll tell your friends on the Ebon Hawk. That's my face station. And they'll all laugh, because they're terrified of you. Larian Studios may have taken over from BioWare with Baldur's Gate 3, but the series continues its tradition of terrible behaviour. Select the Dark Urge background during character creation, and you'll pick up a defect in your brain. It's basically a serial killer, living in your subconscious. Every now and then, you'll lose control. On a good day, you might only smash a squirrel against a tree. At the end of a bad one, you'll wake up with blood on your hands and have to hide a body from your companions at camp. Whether you resist the urge or breathe in the scent of freshly cut victims with a satisfied laugh, well, that's up to you, sicko. If those RPGs are a little too theatrical for your taste, then you should check out Tyranny. In Obsidian's game, evil isn't just an entertaining break from heroism, it's what's expected of you. You work as an officer in the army of a despotic overlord who has already conquered the land. Doing bad things is just your job, a necessary part of maintaining the status quo. Any small acts of kindness might get you into trouble, or even destabilize the realm. There's more than one way to be a baddie though. You can prop up the new regime, or use your position to gain more personal power. After all, Obsidian never specified whose tyranny they were talking about.
How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
It's not just RPGs that offer branching choices, of course. Dishonored is a stealth action game, set in a Victorian-style city that's set to blow. A plague rips through the streets, assassins have killed the Empress, and the politicians fight over the scraps of rotten meat that remain. Commit enough murders and rats will fill the alleyways, chewing on the feet, hands, and face of any guard who wanders too close. The people around you will change too. Your bad influence rubs off on Emily, the young heir to the throne. She eventually starts planning to build 2 real-life battleships and crash them together, so that, in her words, all the men will drown. I'm so proud. The ultimate chaos simulator, as everyone knows, is GTA. It's been a pastime for players to max out their wanted level and hold off the cops for as long as possible, just to watch the helicopters burn. GTA 5's trick was to invent a character who would be capable of all of that. Trevor Phillips is a psychopath, but worse than that, he's got a chip on his shoulder. His abandonment by fellow protagonist Michael has left him determined to insert himself into his old friend's life. He joins in on Michael's heists, piloting the planes, shooting the guns, and generally behaving like a loyal rabid dog. When you're playing as Trevor, a 5-star wanted level feels like coming home. Even with all that evil in the missions, some of it spills over into private time. Don't be surprised if you switch to Trevor and find him burying a body in the desert. That's just a Thursday in the Phillips household.
Michael, you reach out to Franklin. Trevor, you do what you do.
Roger that.
With our heroic deeds long behind us, it's time to turn up the heat on the good guys. In Dungeon Keeper 2, heroes are your enemies. These sword-swinging busybodies invade your lair, steal gold from your treasure room, and attempt to vanquish you for good. Embarrassing tryhards if you ask us. It's your job to dispatch the goodies, with the help of your army of dark elves and demons. Beyond that, you're looking to expand your empire, with the eventual aim of invading the world above. Looking back, it's no surprise that Peter Molyneux went on to champion evil playthroughs in the Fable series. This is where the designer first started his campaign against chickens too. Fair warning, if you slap a hen in Dungeon Keeper, it will explode. Sometimes though, the birds get the upper hand. In Untitled Goose game, our long-necked protagonist is terrorizing a quaint English hamlet. There's really no way to justify the damage you're causing. All of the NPCs you come across are quietly getting on with life before you arrive. But it's undeniably great fun to ruin their day. To begin with, you'll be dunking a gardener's rake in the lake, simply because it rhymes. By the end, you'll be demolishing a model village with your beak, just to get at a shiny bell. We're still waiting for the guilt to kick in. If there's a part of you that sees something perfect and wants to mess it up a bit, then guess what? That part of you is a goose. Let's end on something really sinister. Carrion is described as a reverse horror game, and you'll soon understand why. The massive meat, teeth, and tentacles that's causing havoc in a test facility? That's you. Your objective is to kill and devour the lab staff and security forces, all of whom are determined to prevent something like you from escaping into the outside world. You can't blame them, but you can eat them. Your tentacles help with getting around, as do the vents. Idiot scientists always make the mistake of filling their facilities with vents. If they're fortunate, Gordon Freeman will use them. This time though, it's the embodiment of true evil. Bad luck, guys. We can't help but notice you've reached the end of this video without indulging in a single evil laugh. Why not let it out? You're among friends here. After that, you could drop us a like and subscribe for more videos from Logitech G. Hit the notification bell and you'll never miss another video.
Adios, amigos!